And then go ahead, Heather, and then we have a handful of questions.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Heather.
Let's get you unmuted.
Hey, hello. Okay, I figured one other question.
Yeah, yeah, fire away.
I was gifted the oil blend Emotional Release.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
And well, two things. One, I don't know how to use it. Are you able to maybe suggest a few uses
Yeah.
for it? And also let me know what is in the blend?
I can tell you what's in the blend here. Give me just a sec here.
Ooh, excellent.
So emotional release is it's kind of fancy. It's St. John's wort, Damascus rose, which is a fancy rose, cistus, helichrysum, Cape snowbush, Roman chamomile, and Melissa.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That was a lot.
yeah, it's a fancy one. And so
Super fancy.
you could do it a couple different ways. You can just inhale it and then do that thing where if you're having emotions, or even if you're not having emotions, you just go, okay, where do I feel something in my body? You know, feel it in your body and then inhale. And then you can do the same thing with your spine. You can do it like that.
Okay, yeah, body awareness, then spine
yeah,
awareness.
or are you having anything that you're treating in specific, or are you just like, how do I use the oil?
Yeah, just this is new to me. I don't
Okay.
have it, and how do I use it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I would do it on the front and back heart and front and back solar plexus, you know, and it doesn't have to be in any particular order. You could just inhale on the heart, inhale on the back heart, inhale on the solar plexus, inhale on the back solar plexus. Yeah.
Okay. Front heart, back heart, front solar plexus.
Very
back
soothing,
solar
by the way.
plexus.
It's
Okay.
very, very soothing.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I caught about half of that list from the blend. Do you mind saying it one more time? Because
sure.
I got St. John wort, Cape snowbush, Roman chamomile, and Melissa, but I missed the others. I'm so sorry.
Cape snowbush. So you got St. John's wort, Damascus rose.
Oh, Damascus rose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it.
Cistus.
Mm-hmm.
Helichrysum.
Helichrysum. Okay.
The Cape snowbush.
Yeah.
Roman chamomile.
Mm-hmm.
And then Melissa.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Is there any, do you know of any classes that you might have had this oil in where there's specific protocols?
Well, I'm going to turn this over to Samantha for a moment, and she's going to tell you guys how to like search the website for what classes that would be.
So, yeah, I'm gonna just show
Yes,
you
thanks.
because this is my favorite thing right now. Well, I have a lot of favorite
You
things.
just made Samantha's day, by the way, by
Okay,
asking that
so
question.
Well, I was trying to use that this week. I'm like, how, I know she said this a couple times. How do I
Yeah.
use this?
So in
Perfect.
classes, you go to previous classes. And we're going at the speed of my internet, so patient. And then it's emotional release, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we look, we type emotional release, we press enter. And it scrolls all the different things. So it was, okay, the only tricky thing is it may not have been in a kit if it was a recommended oil in a free class, but basically it could be in any of these. You just click on one. And then we scroll down and I just look emotional release 5 ml was in cultivating balance and discernment. And so I would just type it into the previous classes and look and see what classes pop up, read more, and free classes will probably either refer to what's in the kit or a recommended oil from Greg.
Balance and discernment was the Mingmen class,
Balance and discernment was the solar plexus I got.
solar plexus. Yeah,
Excellent.
discernment, that makes sense.
And emotional release, yeah, here it is in the journey class. So that's the great, easy way to see if you might have that oil from another class. So
Yeah,
Perfect. Thank you, Samantha.
yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
You're so welcome. And again, you just totally made Samantha's day.
Well, good, because I was questioning it and it just tied together, I guess.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's one of my old blends. Like it was, it's had variations over the years, but I've been making that one probably 25 years.
Oh,
And,
wow.
It
Cool.
was like my old school go-to thing for anything emotional that comes up. You just go to that one. And in the old days, I didn't even have them following patterns. I would just have them inhale, put a few drops on the wrist, and then call it good. And so, it could be lower emotions kind of coming up, like anger, irritation, frustration. It's good for that.
Mhm.
But if there's like kind of trauma oriented or just a mishmash of things, it's very soothing and cleansing at the same time. Yeah, anything emotional, you could just go to that one.
Awesome. Kind of like Splendor in a way then.
Yes, Splendor has more to do with like the vital centers and things like that. So it's, things getting agitated and eventually affecting the mind, that still would be an emotional component. And then Gilead is really targeting the lower emotions, where this kind of helps the lower emotions to be fleshed out and or transmuted and made into higher emotions, like a more activated heart and things like that. So if you look at like the Rose and the Melissa are very activating to the heart, strengthening to the heart. The St. John's wort just fleshes things out of your system. Helichrysum deals with trauma. Like there's different components in that really help to strengthen and fortify the emotional body.
I see. Oh, excellent. That's great. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And then go ahead, Cindy, and then we'll go to the chats.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Following up on her question with the emotional release, if you do have something specific, is it helpful to focus on that or just
Yeah,
just go with it?
I would focus specifically on the issue, and then you can follow a pattern, but like with like something super specific, I would contemplate it, feel it in the body, and then start inhaling the emotional release with you feeling it in the body. Go back to the situation, feel it in the body again, go back to the situation, then go to the spine. And just keep going back and forth between the body and the spine and the situation. It should
Okay.
really help unwind that.
All right, perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.